Warning, this video may contain foul language, crude humor, and is meant for an adult audience. Please be advised. Hello and welcome to another edition of War Journal Toys. I am Jason, your toy vigilante, here to be your forward observer in your toy hunting missions. Let's get started. So today, this is part 2 of Masters of the Universe, Snake Mountain, Evil Stronghold of Skeletor, new for 2023, unassembled. Let's get into this. So I was able to pick this up on eBay. I explained in part 1. So this is part 2. What I'm doing with this part 2 is I'm going to do the assembly and show you guys that part on a separate video, so you don't have to watch. If you want to watch just the first one and don't care how it goes together, that's fine, but I'm going to make this video first, and then part 1 is going to be after this, and then part 3 I'm going to do a comparison to the original Snake Mountain. So let's get into this. So first, just look at the box very quickly, because there's a more in-depth look at it in part 1. So you got the 4 sides, the back, and hopefully if I have shiny on here, forgive me guys, because I can't see what I'm necessarily doing. I had to do a test video to see if I got all my stuff lined up without hopefully putting too much glare on it. So there's a quick look at the box. Go ahead and open this on camera. Yeah, I was really excited to get this thing. I saw him post on Facebook that it was seen at the Mattel store in California. So saw it on Facebook, and then what I decided to do is go on eBay, and sure enough, there was some for sale on eBay. Yeah, mind you, they were more than list price, normal price, but I wanted to get, because I have another one on order, but I'm going to leave that one probably in the box. Nothing else in there. So let's get this out of the way so we're not playing hell with focus. So this is what you guys get when you slide it out of the box. Is a cardboard thing on this side, another cardboard thing, tray on this side to aid on sticking it in or pulling it out, whatever your choice is. Up there. Okay, so from top to, we got the, looks like the cage or dungeon thing. So set that up there. Looks like we got a floor, ladder, little pathway that's out front. I'm assuming top or bottom of the cage, and we got the instructions. And start grouping stuff up. So you got the hand guards, the railing. Looks like the piece that does the trapdoor part over there. Oh, and there you go. There's Skeletor's throne. That looks pretty cool. We'll take a closer look at that here in a second. Part of the acid pit. And then it just comes with some tissue paper that's wrapped around some stuff. What's that? Little stone from the acid pit thing. Another part of that. Weapons rack. Another railing. What else do we got here? Another railing. Snake's head. And then of course you got the top. Another railing. More tissue paper. Oh, there we go. Got the wolf's head. It's got a little weight to it. By the way, the box said this thing weighed 11 pounds. So I'm sure the box itself was about 4, because it was in a pretty big box. Okay, there we go. The first big part of the reveal. All this is hand airbrush, guys, so pretty much each one is very unique, like a fingerprint. So got the rubbery kind of shackles here, which they're not broke open, they're sealed, so you'll have to pull out the hand on the action figure. Well, it's nice, at least they're rubbery and not hard. You got the mouth, got the stickers for the eyes. It looks like they were put in really well. You got the roots and this little back area where people can go the back way into Snake Mountain. Looks like there's little faces, more roots. It's a nice airbrushing. So yeah, there's a little bit of chipping here on the paint, because this part is actually the part that's touching the front of the box on the inside, because there's a part on the front of the box where it almost rubbed through, and I was thinking it was probably roughly right where his nose was, or maybe up there. No, it's definitely where his nose was. But, so there's the front. I'll flip it around. There's the back. And then, guys, I do all this stuff in one take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line everything out here on the table. And I'm going to pause the video, grab the camera, and we'll do a close-up shot of everything. So you can get your groove on. So let me get up here, we'll pause the video. Okay guys, we're back, taking a close look at all the different parts that came with it. That looks really cool. Nice detailing on it. The The wolf looks like a spitting image of the original one. Then we'll get some. So there's the stickers for the acid pool. And then the not vines, but roots of the secret back door. You can see where stuff clicks in, because the snake head's going to click into there. Then you got the original vintage looking sticker. It was part of the wolf microphone setup. And you get the last sticker on the bottom over here. And you get the wolf head, which looks really nice. Glad they painted his eyes, did his mouth up. And then that swivels. Then there's a little peg in there. And then there's the weapons rack. And you get your instructions. Then there's your trap door. And then there's Skeletor's throne. And then the snake, the moving mouth. So that's all the parts. So let me click you back up into the holder, and we'll come back. Okay, we're back, guys. So set back up in the cradle. I got my instructions right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this puppy together on camera. Okay, so that's up because the pegs. All these the same. Should look like it. They are curved a little. So follow the curves. Yep. Yeah, usually I'm pretty quiet, guys, so I'm going to talk a little, but not get too carried away. So there's that part. We'll start with the front. Whip this around. Also in the instructions, they show clicking this part and this part up there. And that is, the gate's a separate piece, but this part is all one piece. So it's just painted. So let's click that in. Okay, there's that part. And then put this part in. Doesn't take a lot to put it in, guys, so don't push too hard, you might break it. But there's the front. I don't think anything else goes on that part, so that looks pretty cool. And then here I was thinking, because on eBay I see a thing where they can do a 3D print, like lava thing, and that would actually work out really well there. So let's flip it around without knocking shit over. Okay, so the gate swings both ways. So let's see what part 2 is. We got that in. got that. They're saying slide that with Skeletors. It's kind of interesting. Let's just put that in first. That'll make this complicated. Snap, snap. And there's that part. Skeletor's throne. Kind of tight back there, guys. Can turn a little, but still kind of tight. So there's that to that part with the floor in. And then it said to go ahead and put this floor in. So that part goes up there. Snap. In. Okay, you're in. Okay, next piece. This part. The acid. Too bad. Okay, so that works there. Acid thing is there. That part is there. Okay. Now we got our wolf. Yeah, actually his teeth look really good. I'm going to take that and put that up here. And the wolf head. Bring them on this side so you can get the good view. And then they show Mr. Spider. He's got 2 pegs. Okay, so we're gonna put his butt up here right now. They're just out of the way, looking to pounce on somebody as they show up. And then the weapons rack, which that's they're showing it put together like that, and then that there, and then the sword, which I guess sits on the ground. Okay, so that's the weapons rack, guys. It just kind of sits there. It's kind of dumb. I mean, I love the green. The green is freaking awesome. This little skull head, that's awesome. The skeleton warriors, I believe this looks like the weapons for that. And then you get a dragon head. Looks like, no, his mouth doesn't open. It looked like there was a seam right there. So you get a dragon head. You can go in the acid pool. Then you get another little monster that's kind of halfway out. Put him right there. We got our little rock, which is rubber. Put that up, back up in here. Let's see, so got that. The ladder, short up top, long on the bottom, so that clicks in here. There's the ladder. Then we're going to put this part, which just folds together. Has a little hinge right there, you snap. Okay, so solid on the bottom. There we go. So right there they show B1, A1, B1, A1. That stuff just snaps together. Okay, and the top, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yeah. That snaps like that. Okay, so we got a cage now. With that, spider can go from there to under there. What is this thing? I did not see in the instructions this part. Put the snake in. Okay. So let's put the snake in. And that piece on the end does not move. It moves here at the neck. The collar doesn't move. The head moves 360, has some tilting, big open jaw. So let's plug that in. Head part. Okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I thought I was lost my mind. So this piece came in, and then I finally found it in the drawing. So I'm gonna put that. It goes right here to help hold the wolf's head, not just the little locks here, but it goes around here too. Put that in. There we go. Everything's together now. So there were some different things they highlighted in the instructions that you could do. So there's your weapons rack. We'll move that aside because it's kind of flimsy. So let's start in the front. So there's Snake Mountain in all its glory. You got the wolf head, got the shackles, got a little platform here, stairs with two pegs there. This walkway has 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs. There's a peg down here, which barely looks like somebody could put their foot on. Another peg here, and then a peg up here. The snake head doesn't move, like I said, down here at all. It only moves like this and like this. So there's not a lot of play with this thing, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, yeah, it's nice that you can stick his head out here like he's gonna grab something out here, which is for display purposes. That's not too bad, but with it up here and then down here, you can't even like reach over and grab somebody. Like the person's not even standing on the edge of the thing here, so that's kind of whatever. It is a toy. So you gotta put everything in your imagination. So then you got the gate. It does open both ways. The roots There's a few steps down here. Better look at the front, and then I'm going to take the camera off and we'll get a close-up look at it, guys. So there's the back. Your wolf head turns 360, and the instructions, they got the peg here or the peg here. So you got a peg there, a peg here, so you could put the spider. Where was the other one? There was another peg up here. So you got a couple areas you can put the spider, or you can plug them into the, there's a peg under here, which seems kind of goofy to me to have the spider, unless he's crawling out of his hole or something, and then you can spin it with the wolf head. It's okay. I prefer them up on the wall, up high, looking to jump down on somebody, so we're going to put him back up there. And then we got the cage all snapped together. So right up here, slides in there, sort of. There you go. So there's the cage part. There. And then you can pull it out and slide it up here. And if I'm in the way while I'm doing this, I'm sorry, guys. I can't see what I'm doing, but on the camera, but I'm doing my best with what I can. I just want to let you guys see this thing because it is really cool. Because this thing was originally released in 1984, so almost 40 years ago. There's the, yeah, you gotta snap that all the way in before the drawbridge will work completely. So it has all its little clearances. You use the rock that's right here, and then the push button to release it's right there. Got your ladder, and it's got pegs down here, and then the cage, of course, you can open it up here too. So let me grab somebody and let's alrighty, we got a Skeletor here, so we can set them up, drop them, do some things. So get this set up. So basically he's standing there on the cage, on the trap door. Push the button, falls in. That's awesome. Gotta pull up the trap door to pull out the cage. So we can pull that out. That back in here, because this is actually where you're going to want to put it to store it when we close this up. So put that in there. And then Skeletor sitting on his throne. Let's see how this works out. Not super tall enough. Let's get it out a little bit. It's not super. Could do another ½ inch or so to be better. But yeah, it works pretty well with him on it. Looks good. Looks like his little evil buddy's whispering in his ear. So there's putting Snake Mountain together. You can also split the part up and put half a human or half a Skeletor, whatever, on these little pegs. And they stay on pretty good. See, even Skeletor has a thumbs up. He thinks it's awesome. So let's put this, because you would put the ladder back here to store this thing. Then you would take and you'd put the weapons rack right there. Throw the weapons in. And then you would take this to store it. You'd throw that in here. And then you would detach the other stuff on the other side and close it up. So let's bring Skeletor out and see how the pegs work. Peg works pretty good on that one, or at least this particular action figure. So Skeletor standing there. Let's see what Skeletor looks like in the mouth. So you can close the action figure. It does seem to want to bend down. Let's see. Yeah, because it releases a little. It might be because the it's pressing on the teeth right there. Sort of holds on to it, not really great. It would have been nice if they had painted the eyes on the snake at least. Maybe they'd done the inside of the mouth. So there's the snake thing. You can hold a dude. And you got the little bridge, which is pretty small. I mean, the hand railing is not even really useful. So that should have been a little bit bigger. Let's see if this peg will hold him here. Yeah, mostly sort of, yeah. It'll work there. And then if you got them like coming out this side through the vines, let's just stick them in feet first. You can see he's getting all stuck in the vines there. And over here you got a peg here and a peg here, which it's kind of rough. Might be able to do a transition there. That actually looks pretty good. And then you got the mouth part that moves with a little handle in the back, like so. And then according to the instructions, you pull off his hands to do the whole shackle thing, which is probably good because then it prevents the help if you'd put the right hands in the right spots. Come on, really? Going with your hand, bro? There you go. Yeah, you're looking at it like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So there you go, guys. You got Skeletor all chained up there. Looks pretty good. So all in all, I really dig this playset. got nice detail. It looks a little funny here. It'd be nice if it was more jagged, not so pointy. But I'm not Mattel, I didn't make it. But I'm happy I got it. Then I almost forgot. So what you would do is you would pull this out. Flip it to this side. And this is according to the instructions, guys. I didn't just make this up. I believe it's like that. Check with the instructions one more time. Okay, upside down. Flip that. So like that. Let's see if it closes. And it does. So, and then they got these claw. They're really cool because, like, the one on Castle Grayskull is just a hook. Here it looks like dinosaur claws to hold it together. There you go. So that's what it looks like all packed up. Pull him out so you gotta look at him and then the spider. But yeah, they missed out on a lot of things where they could have done like a black wash on here, a black wash on the gate, a black wash on this. But the purple, I'm glad that, like, the original had a lot more gray on it and not as much purple, which I was a little scared because the original has a lot of purple on it. So, but I'm Jason. This is War Journal Toys putting together Snake Mountain. New for 2023. Looking forward to hearing from you guys what you think. And if you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.